Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Comic Book Geezers. Welcome to another tribute show. You know, they generally say these things come in threes, and over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, we've lost James Bama, we've lost Neil Adams, and now we've lost the great George Perez. Seems like just yesterday that Wild Bill and I did like a tribute to his art and talking about all the great things he did. It was probably like sometime late last year, and now on May 6th here in 2022, we lost the great George Perez after a battle with pancreatic cancer at age 67. Hard to believe, 67. Just 11 years older than me, so it's kind of crazy to think that I've been, reading and wondering and just loving the artwork of this guy for so many years. Of course, we know George through his multitude of work across many DC and Marvel titles. I mean, you've got, he worked on Batman, he worked on Crisis on Infinite Earths, The Flash, Justice League of America, Teen Titans, all sorts of different series for DC. And then for Marvel, of course, a long run on the Avengers, work on the Fantastic Four, the Infinity Gauntlet series, right? And one of the things that I want to touch on here today is just how much he took Jim Starlin's artwork and kind of sense of storytelling with art and kind of ran with it. Because it's funny, I remember when I first started reading the Infinity Gauntlet stuff, I originally thought it was Starlin doing the artwork. Actually, was George Perez, because that's how good he was on that particular comic. He also worked in the Inhumans and Logan's Run, and a little bit of Luke Cage and various other issues. Marvel Premiere, Marvel 2-in-1, all sorts of other stuff. But what I'm basically going to mainly show you here today is some Avengers artwork that he worked on. So here's some covers that he did. And these are fantastic covers. And again, notice the kind of similarities. I mean, he has his own style, but he brings some of the best of guys like Kirby and Starlin and maybe Steranko, and with a fresher look at it. So here's Avengers 163. All right, look at that. Attention to detail, action, right? We've got probably my favorite cover with Hawkeye on the front, issue 172. Okay. What else we got? Look at this one here, 173. Did a whole bunch of covers and interiors on a lot of Avengers right around this time. Issue 174. Captured by the Collector. Here we're featuring one of my favorite villains of all time, the Absorbing Man. I was going to say the Astonishing Man. 183. Again, you can see, from issue to issue, you can totally tell that it's George Perez. Here's another one, okay, with the Absorbing Man again. Look at that. That's a cover. And this was 1979, so this was right around the time where, 79 going into 80, into the 80s, all of a sudden, artwork not really living up to the heights of a lot of what we saw throughout the 70s and certainly from the 60s. But George was there. So here's one. This is issue 143, so he did the interiors. This is a Gil Kane cover here, Avengers 143. But I want to show you some of the artwork from George on the inside, and this is Sam Granger inks. Look at that. And most people, most of these artists had some of their favorite inkers that they like to work with, where the kind of the duo just worked best. I think George pretty much worked well with everybody. Here, look at this. This is total Starlin inspired and Steranko inspired. Look at the way they've got the kind of like the panels here, the four thin panels. That's almost like something out of the old Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. days. And for my money, he was the best at drawing the Beast. I love his vision. His cap is pretty good too, but I think his vision and his Beast were top notch. And here you see Kang. Great guy to draw action too. Here we got some more. I like his Thor as well. Look at this. Thor laying it down on Kang, right? Kind of cool seeing the Western characters here too, which is pretty interesting. Let's see if I can open up another one. I got another one here where he does the interiors 154, and this one's a good one. This is a Kirby cover, right? 154 Kirby cover, but we've got George doing the inside, along with Pablo Marcos, who probably, for my money, is the inker that he works the best with. Most of, if not all of those covers that I showed you before, or a couple of them anyway, have Pablo Marcos on the inks. We've got Pablo Marcos. Austin also did a few of these too. So, these guys work really, really well together. Let's show a little bit more of the interiors here. But yeah, I think George and Pablo worked really, really well together. And again, I love the way he draws the vision. I mean, look at all this attention to detail. It's almost like you're watching a movie. Guys like Perez and Steranko and Starlin, they had this like kind of cinematic quality where the artwork just totally took you to wherever the setting was. And then, you got the storyline, obviously, which has a big part of it too. But just look at all this. Amazing. And George was just someone who drew sci-fi themed tales so well. Look at that. Amazing. You've got a Tuma, right? Action-packed. Look at that. And let's face it, his Scarlet Witch ain't too bad either, right? Look at Triton, looking great up there. Fantastic. Just fantastic. And, he, here we go, kind of a half splash page. Look at that. Look at Cap. Kicking Atuma's ass right there, right? Let's see, to me, that's the beast I know and love right there. Yeah, I mean, what a loss. What a loss, George Perez. And again, a young man, but pancreatic cancer is no joke, no joke. But man, his artwork will live on, and he had still very active in the comic scene. I mean, geez, I'm just looking at some of these covers. I mean, these are just absolutely spectacular. Yeah, George Perez, gone way, way too soon at the age of 67. 3 in a short amount of time. Hopefully there's no more because, like on Sea of Tranquility, our sister channel, we don't really like doing these type of things, but I think it's important to pay tribute to our fallen heroes, and George Perez was definitely one of them. So may he rest in peace. George Perez leaves us on May 6, 2022 at the age of, way too young age of 67. So everybody watching, go out and pull out some of your classic comics with the artwork of George Perez and enjoy everything he brought to the table and all the great stuff that he gave us over the years. So thanks for watching, everybody. Rest in peace, George. Check us out on our Facebook page, as well as make sure you subscribe here if you haven't already and click on that notification bell. We'd appreciate all subscribers, and the notification bell is really important. This way you don't miss any of our content as we post it. So thanks for watching. For my partners, Wild Bill and Kirk Manning, I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you here real soon. Bye-bye.